Hello there.
Ladies and gentlemen, I kid you not, whether you're new to the channel or whether you're, been watching me for a while now, I gotta come clean. I had a dream yesterday about Band of Brothers. I had a dream I was on the front line with major winners. Like, I do not know why. I just had a dream about it and I couldn't get it out of my head. I just thought to let you guys know before we start the beginning of the trilogy, ladies and gentlemen, the beginning of the end. We're here to complete the trilogy. We're here to watch Masters of the Air for the very first time. We've watched Band of Brothers. We've watched The Pacific. Two absolutely fantastic shows. And in my opinion, The Pacific is close to Band of Brothers. It's almost there on the same level, but I think Band of Brothers still takes it. Band of Brothers is absolutely sensational. But I appreciate both shows. I have a newfound respect for those events, and yeah, I've been thinking about those events for the past few weeks as I've been watching the shows, and I've been thinking about them outside the shows themselves, because I just think to myself, we have it easy in life now. Like, I had one sort of analogy during one of my reactions, and one of the comments basically said I was spot on, and they were very happy to see my outlook as the shows progress, as the reactions progress. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, you're here to see my reaction to Masters of Air for the very first time. My name is Elie Moses, a 24-year-old law and film student here from Sydney, Australia, absolutely shooting his shot, and this is part one of Masters of the Air on Apple TV. I finally got my dad's Apple TV account. I've been asking for a while, and we just haven't been going, we just haven't gotten around to exchanging the account, despite him living with me. I don't know why. But anyway, I was watching Band of Brothers in the Pacific at the same time, so yeah, the Apple TV account could have waited. But I've heard so many things about this show, and I know this is a long intro, but I want to get this off my chest. I've heard so many things about this show. So many people have been passionate in the comment section and my community tabs about, not to watch this show, telling me not to watch it at all. It's a disservice to the events. It's disrespectful. And I thought to myself, listen, I want to form my own opinion. And listen, I'm going to compare this show to Band of Brothers and The Pacific. And a lot of people were saying this show went through production hell. I waited this long for this show to come out. I was so excited, and then I was inherently disappointed. There's so many historical inaccuracies. And I'd like you guys to let me know in the comment section what this show does get wrong. And listen, I will say it how it is. If there's certain aspects of the show I don't like, I will call it out. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to call out the historical elements because I'm not too well versed on what this show is portraying. Like a certain aspect of the war, I don't know which division. I know it's like the fighter pilot division, but I don't know which one in particular. And you guys can fill me in on that because you guys have been absolutely phenomenal. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm here to get into the reaction. This is part one of Masters of the Air. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun with this thing, and let's see what's in store for us. Let's go. I mean, Austin Butler is a plus already. Fantastic actor.
Well, maybe if you met a girl worth writing to, you would be.
A girl worth writing to is hard to find.
Not if you know where to look.
I see what you mean.
And Austin Butler is him.
I already have.
You wrote me a letter?
Yeah.
What's it say?
Well, you have to wait and find out.
Well, when will that be?
When I ship out, I'd say 2 or 3 weeks.
You won't tell me. What's with the nicknames? Spell, Marge.
Yeah?
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
It's a long story.
Well, they met in basic training before the war started. John was always Bucky since he was a kid, right?
That's right, yeah.
And Gail, well, Gail's always been Gail.
Hey, these two winning in life, man, already, before even going to the
First
wall.
day of basic training, this fella walks up to me and says that I remind him of a guy back home in Wisconsin. Goes by the name of Buck. I tell him my name's Gail Clevin. And but Bucky here, he's not deterred. No, sir, it's just Buck this, Buck that. Buck, can you help me tie my shoes? Buck, help me fly this plane. Before I know it, the whole damn 8th Air Force is calling me Buck.
What kind of a name is Gail anyway?
No!
You know what? You know what? You should actually be thanking me. I did you a favor.
Forgive me, the same name
It's
is
not exactly the same name, and it's not my fault. You look exactly like Buck from Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
What kind of man does that to his best friend?
Oh, it's so sweet.
We need music.
Okay, don't go away, Gail. Buck, you're gonna dance with me before this night is through.
Oh, don't make me dance, Marge.
Now, this is not a comment on it. Like, this is just something on Austin Butler here, and I think the guy has incredible aura. I love his on-screen presence, and I haven't watched the Elvis Presley film, but my sister told me she watched it, and she goes, anything she sees Austin Butler in, she goes, he's still putting on that same accent as the Elvis Presley film. Now, I haven't seen the Elvis Presley film, so I don't know, but I don't know if she's right. I just wanted to make that comment, and I don't know if you guys will agree with her. So yeah.
Hey, you know,
Like, it's almost as if
I'm amazed that we're friends. You don't like to dance?
that's the persona he's playing
You
now.
don't drink, you don't gamble. You even like sports.
We are one of life's great mysteries.
And he's got a weapon right there, man. Damn!
Oh, I love that. Yes.
Yeah?
Stay with me, Duval! I'm right here. I'm not gonna make it, Buck. Stop it, Duval. You're gonna make it.
Damn.
Put your hand on the wall. Here. That's good. Okay. All right. Stay with me, goddammit. We're heading home. Yeah. Just keep breathing.
Pretty solid opening, I'm not gonna lie.
Mission, Major.
Are they all like that?
You wondering what to tell your guys? Don't say anything. I'll figure it out.
Hey, yo, the intro music for all three shows is phenomenal. Phenomenal. Intro music is a banger. All of them.
Clater, you got money on this, right?
I do. It's bad signal, though, man. Yeah, you don't say.
Well, turn it up.
Bombardiers James Douglas and Howard Hamilton were from the Midwest.
And bone.
Major.
Yep.
Does he have
Charles
grills?
Cruikshank, also known as Crank, was from New England.
Hiya, Crank. Heard you boys had a rough landing.
My best friend, Joe Bubbles Payne, and I were navigators, so location was important to us.
And how exactly is this supposed to be a replacement?
Sergeant, I don't know what went on. But he told me that should make up for it.
You see that? Broken narwhal tusk. I pulled it down off the wall, pretended to be a unicorn. Took two of my couches, broke almost every glass in the bar.
Whoa! All right, Tommy. Whenever you're ready.
Damn, Tommy. Big up, Tommy, man. Oh, he got more than a kiss.
Stomach's gotta be as empty as our fuel tank.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, gosh darn it, Cross. I'm sorry. It's all over me. Give me a rag. I'm sorry. Come on.
Is that the coast of England? Crosby, that's England, right?
With the suspenseful music being played, that ain't England.
Water, Lieutenant.
Oh, good Lord in heaven. Son of a bitch.
That's France. Pilot to cruise back ahead. Hold on. Shit.
See, because Crosby was narrating, there is no tension in this scene whatsoever because you know he's going to survive this ordeal right here. That's in my opinion how I see it.
God damn it, Cross. Craps. You took this baby about 10,000 feet. He's got a mask. Cost me $3, but boy, he loves to fly. He wouldn't stop howling because he's part wolf.
Big up the Doge, man.
And wolf's part dog.
Got a name?
Meatball.
Welcome to the 100th, Meatball.
Come on, Meatball.
Negative, I'm right. Fuck.
Probably won't come down.
Plum, get on the manual crank. I'm on it. April, you help him out.
Roger Wilco.
Take that.
Damn, nothing's going right in this plane.
Come on.
coming down.
Bring the left landing gear up.
Sure.
Yeah. We got a better shot at walking away from a belly landing with you on one wheel.
Clear up tower, this is Army
Damn, is that true?
071. Landing gear not responding. Requesting landing instructions. Over.
Roger, Army 071, clear to land. Rescue crew at the ready. Over.
Okay, get out! Everybody out! Go, get the fuck out of here! Go!
We got the pilot. That was clean.
You're a navigator, Crosby. You should be able to, I don't know, find England.
Everyone okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir?
You're a navigator, Crosby. You should be able to, I don't know, find England.
Crosby having his Sobel moment.
Okay? Yes, sir. Sir? Brady. Step into my office.
And then we had some kind of electrical failure, so we spent an hour just trying to get the wheel down.
Well, you know what they say. There are two kinds of pilots. Those who have had a wheels up landing, and those who will.
Major, it looks worse than it is.
All right, sort it out.
Own it, Major.
So, want to tell me about this unicorn story?
Well, the unicorn's my favorite extinct animal.
France? How the hell did you manage that?
Bubbles. Puking my goddamn guts out.
I thought that went away once you got going.
No, yeah, it usually does, but this time with the turbulence, kind of, I don't know. This time it didn't.
I need to be up there helping my guys.
Colonel LeMay has us in his sights, and he's just itching to pull the trigger on the 100th bomb group. That's not going to happen on my watch. And I expect all officers to get in the game with me. That means you, Major Egan. You're dismissed.
Why this guy acting like a bitch, man? That's the male Karen. We got Major Egan for trying to stand up with the boys. Oh.
You okay, sir? Should I call the doctor?
I'm all right.
Alright, I take that back. My bad, man. My guy's vomiting up blood.
There was always a special breakfast on mission days. Eggs, French toast, flapjacks, double rations of bacon, fresh grapefruit juice, and a couple of cups of GI coffee. The men would come to call it the Last Supper.
Last Supper. Let's go. Game day.
I hope we all get back okay from... Chuck, pass the salt, please.
Oh, shit, he spilled the salt.
Would you please toss the salt over your shoulder so we can all get on with our breakfast?
Hey, who did that?
Watch that. Doesn't bring us bad luck.
You said toss the salt.
Moron.
He said toss the salt.
He said toss the salt.
Kurt.
There you go.
I'm flying with you today.
What?
Sorry, Dick, I know that put you in the tail, but...
Oh, Barry Keoghan. Damn.
Is Meatball saddling up?
Lemons or Winkle, watch him. You don't want to go on this one, buddy, I promise you.
The new CO flying with us?
The new CO or the new CO?
Don't worry about the CO. Worry about your flying. I want formation so damn tight you wouldn't be able to slip a dime through our wingtips.
Yes, sir, Major.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
The 350th will be in high position with Major Clevin as lead pilot, and the 349th will be low with Major Veal as lead. I'll be up front with Lieutenant Dye in the 351st. After formation, the 100th will join the 94th, the 95th, and the 96th bomber groups. We will be in the low.
Okay, I'm trying to get my head around all the bomber groups.
In a total wing strength of 78 heavy bombers. Major Bowman, our intelligence officer, will take it from here, and Captain Becker will finish up with the weather. Major?
Thanks, sir.
Lights, please. Now, this central pen here will be your mean point of impact, and your heading onto the run-up will be 218 degrees true. Immediately after the turn, follow the river.
Here you go, Major.
Thank you.
Here we go. Looks like we're getting into game day episode 1.
Quote for the day.
I'm gonna fly like an angel today, not die like one. I like your aftershave.
Good. So close I want you on my wing today.
Just like we trained for.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, gentlemen. For those who don't know me, I'm Father Teska. I'm right across the way. Captain Phillips, too. If anyone needs us.
Thank you, Padre. We'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I've gone on 2 missions with it already. I had 2 wheels down. Look, 2 corners bitten off, 1 for each mission. Here I am. Take.
Get on in here.
For luck.
All right.
See you later.
All right, see you all later.
That's where I'm going.
That's where you're going, man. That's where you're going.
As you know, it's our first mission here. I trust you all to remember your training and know your jobs. Let's knock one off and drop bombs on those Nazi fucks. And we get to go home early.
Yes, sir.
Major here is going to be flying with us. Major?
First time in the sawmill, boys. Let's rack 'em up and knock 'em down.
Yes, sir. All right, why are we still standing here then?
Everything okay back here, Dickie?
Are you kidding? It's cozy as a suite at the Ritz.
Gentlemen?
Sir?
We're blessed to have you on our planes, sir. I feel the spirit of God in you.
Damn!
All of us, pal.
The Major commands that much respect. Major Buck.
Save my seat.
Yeah. Rather offer it to you than have you sit on my lap till I move.
Ready for the checklist.
Open left and locked.
Throttles. Throttles are closed. Master and ignition switches. Batteries on and check. Booster pumps. Pressure.
Pumps on. Fuel quantity.
I just want to pause for a little bit of mid-episode thoughts here, and I think it's a solid start. I'm liking this episode. Obviously, I'm not as captivated by the characters as I was in Band of Brothers off the bat. Like, Band of Brothers had this infectious energy from all the characters in the group. I don't know, it just felt like the dialogue didn't feel forced with them. They felt like they'd been already together for a while off the first episode alone. And in the first episode of Band of Brothers, obviously, we're still going through the training camps, the routines, laying the groundwork for what's to come, because the drop happened at the beginning of episode 2. We got to action in episode 2. And here, I'm liking it. I think, listen, I'm only gravitating towards some of the characters in this thus far because of the actors that are portraying them, if that makes sense. I don't think off the bat here, from episode 1, that there's this infectious energy with the characters themselves. I feel like we had the introductory narration of all the characters, but that doesn't mean I'm just gonna straight away gravitate towards them just because I know where they're from, and obviously they're introduced by name from the narration. And listen, I've already forgot half the names, and listen, it's the first episode. But I'm not sure if they're going to start dropping like flies. And are we really going to get that connection like we did in Band of Brothers? And even in the Pacific, are we going to get the bond with the characters like we did in that show? Are we going to feel like we were there with those characters? Because immediately off the bat here, I know this is a nitpick, but with Band of Brothers in the Pacific, what I really liked about the show from a technical perspective was the adoption of the 16:9 aspect ratio. And I loved how, the entire screen was, filled, and each frame was, packed with everything. Like, there was a lot in each frame in those shows because of the 16:9 aspect ratio. You obviously get to cover more of the screen because you get more in the frame. And I felt like with the 16:9 aspect ratio, I feel like it immerses you more. And I could be, it could be just me, but I just feel like it provides for a more immersive experience. Now, immediately off the bat here, the show began and we didn't have the 16:9 aspect ratio. I keep forgetting what the traditional aspect ratio here is with the black bars. I think it's the 1:79. I can't remember off the top of my head, but immediately I feel like it takes me out of the world that the show is trying to portray, or a little bit, and I know I'm watching a TV show. Whereas with Band of Brothers in the Pacific, a lot of the times I felt like I was there. It places you with those characters as if you're experiencing those events firsthand. Now, we haven't got to the, full-blown action sequences yet with this show, so obviously, I don't know what to expect, but I'm liking it thus far. But I just want to, have my say on some of the technical aspects that I necessarily don't agree on, and which I think Band of Brothers in the Pacific did much better with the 16:9 aspect ratio.
Good.
But we're yet to have our full first,
Ready to start engine?
action sequence, and
Start one.
it seems like we're about
Good
to
have
hear
you with us, Colonel.
with Bremen, but let's see.
But the key to our survival was sticking together, creating a combat box of defensive fire from a tight formation. It was important because if we got separated, the German fighters could pick us off one by one.
Flying V formation, baby. Mighty Ducks. That's awesome. Seeing off the bombers like that. Obviously, you have the upbeat orchestra score right here.
100, 110.
It feels like a euphoric moment, but you just know shit's gonna hit the fan. Let's also hope the visual effects hold up. Let's hope they're done well.
3 hours before we hit the target.
Holy shit! D-17 traffic light loud. They're right below us. Roy, pull up! Damn it! There's a board on top of us!
What happened to the weather report, man?
Tail gunner, talk to me back there. God damn it, are we clear? Sounds pilot, we're clear. Jesus, that was close. That's Cleven's fort. I'd know that aftershave anywhere.
Are you serious?
I mean, you told him to stay close.
Not like that.
Engine 1, running rough. We're losing it. Shit.
Hey, it's not always gonna go squeaky clean. I love that. I love that it's portraying that
Tell the Cleven, from our group, we've got 6 in formation.
you're gonna have technical
351st
failures.
is lined up, but the 349th is way back. All 6 of them. Looks like their lead, Vio, is trailing smoke.
Roger. Red meat lead, this is surface lead. What's going on back there, Vio?
You gotta have
Surface
contingency
lead,
plans.
Having engine problems. Working on it.
Roger. You need to make a decision, Vio. You're putting your squadron in jeopardy.
Pacer lead, Roger. God damn it, shut it down. Cutting fuel. Feather that prop. Pacer lead.
This is Red meat lead. We've lost engine 1. Can't maintain this pace. We're headed back.
Copy, surface lead. Red meat deputy, we have mechanical failure. I'm heading back.
Lead is all yours.
Probably
Roger,
the best decision.
Pilot to crew, we're taking red meat lead position. Go to maximum continuous power. Monitor our consumption. We're gonna burn a lot of fuel catching up with the rest of the group. ETA for our target.
About 11 minutes.
Roger.
11 minutes? The heavenly host. And all the evil spirits. Holy shit! Who wandered through the earth, seeking the root of souls, amen.
Woo! That shrapnel almost blew his head off.
Shit. X-ray. Repeat. Roger. Uncle. Fox. X-ray.
Damn it, CO's scrubbing.
Shit.
Service lead to Pacer lead. Roger Wilco.
Have no planes been
Pilot
hit?
to crew.
Like,
Mission scrubbed. Repeat. Mission scrubbed.
I feel like a bunch of explosions have gone off and they're like, okay, they're just being, rocked by it a little bit. I probably spoke too soon, but
Flag stopped. You know what that means, boys.
Okay. Get ready, fellas.
oh, it's about to be head-on action. Okay.
Command pilot to tail. What do you see back there?
I can't get a read on the 349th. They're still way back. Cleven's group is close and tight with us.
Roger that. Keep an eye out for enemy fighters. Top search and crew, 12 o'clock high, fighters! Jesus, they're fast! Going at the field group! Fighters, 12 o'clock high! Fuck it!
There could be some friendly fire here.
They got Adams. Oh no, no! They got a bail! Adams, bail out! Anyone see shoots? Tail the pilot. I don't see any shoots. Schmallenbach's head! Oh Christ! There goes Schmallenbach! Oh shit! They're coming straight for us! Jesus!
Everybody dropping like flies, man.
Bullets!
Clevin and Tail, what do you see back there?
Tell the Clevin. The 349s are in cloud banks. I don't see them, sir. 190's coming back at us.
With the 349 get completely annihilated. Sitting ducks out there.
Oh, fucking jammed. Son of a bitch!
Tail report, Dickie.
Tail the Clevin. Fighters are gone. I only see 2 left from the 349, sir. 3 forts are gone.
Pull turret to pilot. Sir, they shot a hole in the turret. I'm freezing to death. Can somebody get me out of here?
Hey guys, get Bosser out of there and warm him up. Is Bosser okay back there?
We're working on him, sir. Your suit's all shot up. No wonder. Get him a blanket.
Hang in there, boys. We'll be back at base right after we dump these bombs in the channel.
No power, and then she just finally gives up on us completely.
Oh, okay.
Tough luck on your first mission, Major. The carburetor mixture link caused the spark plugs to load up and foul. It should just take a few hours to fix.
Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Is it 15 out of 35?
Go needs help!
There's no more coming. Count 15.
Same. 19 took off, 1 returned, 3 missing.
They're all from deal squads.
Come on.
Here's the number, sir.
Save.
Not now.
Okay? Get in the fucking truck! Fucking face.
Damn, some of the things these planes could withstand is actually amazing. The fact that they landed that in that condition.
No flat landing.
Motor was shot.
I need to get you to interrogation, Buck. Come on.
Didn't drop a single bomb. Had to salvo them over the channel.
I know. Let's go.
They have their orders. It's frustrating, but it is what it is. Like,
Why didn't you tell me?
not everything was going to go according to plan.
What?
You've been up. 2 missions. You didn't tell me it was like that.
I didn't know what to say. We've seen it now.
I don't know what I saw.
Should have been up there with you.
We got a long road ahead of us.
Yeah.
Were all those individuals that obviously... No, I could be wrong, but was that all their first mission? Like, should they have sent a couple of experienced guys up there with them? Oh, they actually have next up on Masters of the Air. Oh, okay, so it completely cut short like 9 minutes earlier. So it's like 9 minutes of credits. I'm not going to see what's up next. So I didn't expect the episode to cut that short. But I want to just have my thoughts on the episode, and I was gonna pause right there to, you know, explain, just to share my thoughts, and I didn't think the episode was gonna cut short right there. I like it. I think it's a solid start. But I feel like there's a missing ingredient. Like there's something missing. And I'm sorry to compare it to Band of Brothers and the Pacific, but Band of Brothers, I feel like, is the gold standard. Now, immediately off the bat, I was engrossed in that show. Like I said before, I feel like I was there. Yeah, the show can look like we're in 1943. It can obviously have the aesthetic of being in that time period, but do I feel like I'm there in this current moment based off the first episode? Not really. In my opinion, I just don't feel like I was there. I don't know, I feel like the action in Band of Brothers was much more visceral. I felt like I was, you know, with those soldiers on the ground, you know, in pursuit, and I was losing men left, right, and center. I was looking out for my boy. I just feel like, yeah, that experience of Band of Brothers was much more captivating. Listen, it's the first episode. This show could get much better as we go along. But at the moment, I just feel like some of the performances are a bit wooden. I feel like the dialogue itself is a bit wooden. It doesn't feel as natural as Band of Brothers. Now, Band of Brothers, I think part of the greatness of that was having the veteran interviews at the beginning. Now, obviously, due to the time in which this show have made, I don't think there's anyone left, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's many of those veterans left from the Bomb Squad or the Royal Air Force from that time. Maybe they've told their stories based off books, or there's interviews in the past. I'm not too sure, but it doesn't feel like the actors themselves are playing their counterparts. I don't feel like, I don't know who they're playing, if that makes sense. Like I see Austin Butler, it's Buck, and there's the other actor, Bucky, and then there's Barry Keoghan. I don't buy into the fact that they're playing the real life counterparts, if that makes sense. And I don't know if that's down to the direction, or just the creatives behind the show not really honing it in, or giving the characters, or giving the actors themselves, you know, background research on the actors who they're playing. And I don't know if I was right before in saying that Austin Butler feels like he's just playing Elvis in every role, because I feel like Austin Butler is great in this. I love Austin Butler, because I feel like he has that on-screen presence that, you know, he has that gravitas on screen, and I love him. I think he's fantastic. And I think he's great in this role, but I don't know. I haven't seen Elvis, so I don't know if I'm, you know, making the right comparison there from what my sister told me, in that he's just playing Elvis in every role. But I think he's great in this because I haven't seen Elvis. But yeah, and I'm sorry to make that comparison or keep making those comparisons to Band of Brothers, but I feel like that's the standard we should uphold to these shows too. And when you're telling a historical film piece or TV piece, I feel like you should pay respect to the time period you're telling the story in, and those who obviously went through these experiences. And I feel like thus far, I feel like the show hasn't managed to capture that. It hasn't managed to immerse me in that time period. And you know, yeah, it seemed okay. We had the first mission, we're fighting Nazis, but I'm not buying into it as of yet, as I did with Band of Brothers. So yeah, it's just the first episode, but these are my thoughts. I think it's a solid start. But like I said, it's not as captivating as the Band of Brothers opening. It's not, you know, fully immersing me into the world, fully immersing me into the time period. And I just think the characters in Band of Brothers understood the assignment much more. They understood the characters they were playing. The dialogue was much more, you know, it felt much more natural. It felt like you were on, you know, you were on base with these characters. And here I just feel like we're jumping from, you know, scene to scene, without any cohesion, without establishing the characters themselves. So yeah, I'm going to finish this show, obviously. I think it's a decent start. It's a solid start. But hopefully it gets better from here. But I just, you know, I said at the beginning of the episode, if there's things I don't like, I'm going to call it out. And listen, there's a couple, there's not really anything that I don't like or hate thus far, but there's just a couple of comparisons I was making to Band of Brothers, and I feel like it hasn't lived up to that standard thus far. So yeah, we'll see with episode 2 and 3, ladies and gentlemen, as we move on. But this might be my first reaction to Masters of the Air Part 1. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care, God bless, and peace.
Bye.